Afternoon guys, thank you for watching part 3 of how to turn a slice into a draw. Hopefully the first 2 parts have worked for you. This final part is actually a little bit different to the first 2. It's just going to be me talking to you about what numbers you need to look for, rather than actually showing you how to create those numbers, because I've pretty much covered that in the first 2, so this won't be as long. So, the reason this is actually one of my parts is because this is something that I have noticed since working in a place that does simulators. I've noticed that people are actually quite unaware of what to do in terms of club face and club path relation, in terms of what numbers they're looking for. It's actually quite worrying sometimes. The general consensus is, a few people I've spoke to have kind of thought to hit a draw they had to hit a closed club face. Now technically that's right, but the way that these people think it is closed is different to the way it should be, if that makes sense. So they are right, the club face needs to be closed, but they're closing it to target. Now that will only, what that will do, especially on a kind of into-out club path, that will either start on line and end up left, or that will actually just start left and keep going left. So that will create either a pull hook or a pull draw, or just a straight pull, depending on club path. So when they say it's closed, they are technically right, but what they actually need to be doing is closing their club face to their club path. And that's something that a lot of people kind of misunderstand. And this is why I've done this kind of final part, to kind of just to tell you what kind of numbers you need to be looking for. So for example, you saw in the previous part, at the end of the part, that I showed you some numbers of my swing. And my swing path was into out by 4, and I believe it was open 1. And that hit a little baby draw. Not a massive one, but a little baby draw. Now that club face is open to target, however, it is closed to my swing path. Now the difference is, so if you hit a swing path that's 6 degrees into out, as long as you are between 0 and 6 degrees into out, or 0 and 6 degrees with your club face, that ball will start drawing. So basically, like I said, if you're inside 6 degrees into 0, you'll be hitting a draw every time. And that's something, again, like I can't stress it enough. Your club face is not close to target. So please don't think when you're hitting a draw you need to be close to target, because so many people, including me when I first started wanted to hit it, wanted to close the club face as soon as they adjust the ball to try and create that closed club face. It'll only develop more misses and more trouble for you. So here's a little picture to kind of describe what I've spoken to you about. Hopefully it helps, guys. So yeah, here it is. So here's the diagram I'm talking about. So the red line is the club path into out, and the yellow line is the ball flight, and the blue line is club face. So at the end of that yellow line you can see where his target is. And you can also see that the blue line is inside the club path. Now this is what I mean when I say that the club face needs to be closed to path. So it's aiming right of target, but not as far right as the club path. Now that's what I mean when it needs to be closed. I hope this diagram, guys, is helpful. And I hope this whole series has been helpful. But yeah, this is putting it in layman's terms for you guys. So that's it. That's the end of the 3-part series of how to turn a slice into a draw. Thank you for watching all 3 parts. Like I said, if it's helped you, I'd love to hear from you. Either message me on Instagram or comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I'm doing a big giveaway at 100 subscribers. I'm 1 away from 50 subscribers within 2 weeks. So not bad progress considering it's not something I do full time. I will do a little mini giveaway at 50 subscribers, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and you've got a chance to win a prize. So again, thank you for watching, guys. My next one should be, what day are we now? I think my next one should come out on Saturday. So look for that one. That will be a lesson with Rich Woods, so something worth watching. And yes, I'll see you Saturday. Thanks, guys.